The Senate will come to order. The Secretary will call the roll.
Senator Buck. Senator Cannizzaro. Senator Cruz Crawford. Senator Daley. Senator Dignate. Senator Dondero-Loop. Senator Ellison. Senator Flores. Senator Hansen. Senator Krasner. Senator Lang. Senator Neal. Senator Wynn. Senator Orenshaw. Senator Pizzina. Senator Rogish. Senator Scheibel. Senator Steinbeck. Senator Stone. Senator Taylor. Senator Titus.
Senator Cannizzaro.
Thank you, Mr. President. Please mark Senator Neal absent excused.
Thank you. Let the record reflect our 20 senators present. Please rise for the prayer by Rabbi Levi Sputz, Shabbat of Carson City, and remain standing for the Pledge of Allegiance.
Almighty God, we ask your blessing upon the leaders gathered here today as they resume their important work on behalf of the people of Nevada. May you grant them wisdom, compassion, and strength as they serve their constituents with integrity. As we approach the holiday of Passover, we reflect on the leadership of Moses, the eternal spiritual leader. The Rebbe, Rabbi Menachem Mendel Schneerson of righteous memory, taught us that Moses was a leader who not only guided his people, but helped each person realize their inner potential. In that spirit, we ask that you grant these legislators the insight to enact laws that uplift and protect every Nevadan, allowing them to reach their full potential, regardless of background or belief. May they be inspired by your eternal principles, including the 7 universal laws that you gave to Noah and his descendants, especially the call to govern by just laws, which guides the purpose of this chamber. May their service bring blessings to our state, and may it help lead us towards a more peaceful, united, and enlightened world. Amen.
I pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Order of Business 3, reading and approval of the journal. By previous order of the Senate, the reading of the journal is dispensed with, and the President and Secretary are authorized to make the necessary corrections and additions. Order of Business 4, reports of committees.
Mr. President, your Committee on Commerce and Labor, to which were referred Senate Bills numbers 344 and 370, has had the same under consideration and begs leave to report the same back with the recommendation do pass. Signed, Senator Julie Pizzina, Chair. Mr. President, your Committee on Judiciary, to which was referred Senate Bill number 263, has had the same under consideration and begs leave to report the same back with the recommendation do pass. Signed, Senator Melanie Scheibel, Chair. End of reports.
Order of Business 8, waivers and exemptions.
A waiver requested by Senator Cannizzaro for BDR 151038, which is SB 457, to waive subsections 1 of 14.2, subsections 1, 2, and 3 and 4 of subsection of Joint Standing Rule 14.3. It's been granted effective April 7th, 2025. Signed, Senator Nicole J. Cannizzaro, Assemblymember Steve Yeager. Notice of exemption, April 7th, 2025. The Fiscal Analysis Division, pursuant to Joint Standing Rule 14.6, has determined the eligibility for exemption of Senate Bills numbers 142 and 199. Signed, Wayne Thorley, Fiscal Analysis Division. End of reports.
Order of Business 10, introduction, first reading, and reference.
Senate Bill 457, introduced by the Senate Committee on Judiciary, revises provisions relating to public safety. End of bill.
Senator Scheibel.
Thank you, Mr. President. I move to refer SB 457 to the Judiciary Committee.
Senator Scheibel has referred SB 457 to the Judiciary Committee. Any objections? Seeing none, so ordered.
Senate Bill 458, introduced by the Senate Committee on Finance, makes a supplemental appropriation to the Office of the Secretary of State for an unanticipated shortfall related to travel, operating, and information services expenses. End of bill.
Senator Dondero-Loop.
Thank you, Mr. President. I move to refer Senate Bill 458 to the Committee on Finance.
Senator Dondero-Loop has referred SB 458 to the Finance Committee. Any objections? Seeing none, so ordered.
That concludes Order of Business 10.
Order of Business 12, second reading.
Senate Bill 6, introduced by the Senate Committee on Natural Resources, makes an appropriation to the Desert Research Institute of the Nevada System of Higher Education to support the Nevada State Cloud Seeding Program. The people of the state of Nevada, represented in Senate Assembly, to enact as follows, Section 1 into Section 1.
Are there any amendments?
There are none.
Senator Dondero-Loop.
Thank you, Mr. President. I move to re-refer Senate Bill 6 to the Committee on Finance.
You've heard the motion. All those in favor signify by saying aye. Opposed, nay. Motion carries.
Senate Bill 106, introduced by the Senate Committee on Natural Resources, revises provisions relating to the operation of vessels. The people of the state of Nevada, represented in Senate Assembly, to enact as follows, Section 1 into Section 1.
Are there any amendments?
There are none.
SB 106 is ordered to the general file.
Senate Bill 286, introduced by the Senate Committee on Natural Resources, establishes provisions relating to tribal communication, cooperation, and consultation when engaged in certain planning processes. The people of the state of Nevada, represented in Senate Assembly, to enact as follows, Section 1 into Section 1.
Are there any amendments?
There are none.
Senator Dondero Loop.
Thank you, Mr. President. I move to refer Senate Bill 286 to the re-refer Senate Bill 286 to the Committee on Finance.
You've heard the motion. All those in favor signify by saying aye. Opposed, nay. Motion carries.
Senate Bill 321, introduced by Senator Wynn, revises provisions relating to public utilities. The people of the state of Nevada, represented in Senate Assembly, to enact as follows, Section 1 into Section 1.
Are there any amendments?
There are none.
SB 321 is ordered to the general file.
That concludes Order of Business 12.
Order of Business 13, general file.
Senate Bill 256, introduced by Senator Wynn, revises provisions relating to gaming. The people of the state of Nevada, represented in Senate Assembly, to enact as follows, Section 1 into Section 1.
Are there any amendments?
There are none. Section 3, end of Section 3, end of bill.
Remarks from the floor. Senator Wynn.
Thank you, Mr. President. Senate Bill 256 requires a person to disgorge any profit, gain, gross receipt, or other benefit resulting from certain illegal gaming activities and pay that amount to the state treasurer for deposit into the state general fund. It also addresses certain penalties for accepting, receiving, or allowing certain persons to accept or receive certain wagers under certain circumstances.
Any further remarks from the floor? Seeing none, the secretary will open the roll. Anyone wish to change your vote? Seeing none, the secretary will close the roll. The yeses are 20, the noes are 0. The bill has received a constitutional majority, is declared passed, and ordered to the Assembly.
Senate Bill 383, introduced by Senator Orenshaw, revises provisions governing juvenile justice. The people of the state of Nevada, represented in Senate Assembly, to enact as follows, Section 1 into Section 1.
Are there any amendments?
There are none. Section 7 into Section 7, end of bill.
Remarks from the floor. Senator Orenshaw.
Thank you, Mr. President. Senate Bill 383 adds a program to build job skills and increase employability to the list of entities under whose supervisory authority a child, parent, or guardian is authorized to perform community service. Additionally, the bill provides the juvenile court with the discretion to suspend or delay the issuance of a driver's license of a child who is adjudicated delinquent or in need of supervision. Finally, the bill removes a requirement that the court order a child to pay a fine the first time a child is adjudicated to be in need of supervision and authorizes the juvenile court to order the child to perform an additional 10 hours of community service for a combined total not to exceed 20 hours in lieu of all or part of the fine ordered by the court.
Any further remarks from the floor? Seeing none, the secretary will open the roll. Anyone wish to change your vote? Seeing none, the secretary will close the roll. Yeses are 20, the noes are 0. SB 383 has received the constitutional majority, is declared passed, and ordered to the Assembly.
That concludes Order of Business 13 and the business of the desk for this legislative day.
Thank you. Remarks from the floor, introduction of guests. Senator Cannizzaro.
Thank you, Mr. President. I've got a couple of groups and individuals that I would like to acknowledge today. So if you are here with the University of Nevada, Reno School of Public Health, if you could please stand here on the floor, or if there's anybody, I think we got some in the gallery as well. Okay, so in honor of National Public Health Week, I'm pleased to introduce the University of Nevada, Reno School of Public Health, a leader in advancing health and well-being through research, education, and community partnerships. We know that policy is a powerful tool for improving community health, and we also know that now, more than ever, we need a strong public health workforce. As one of Nevada's primary pipelines for public health professionals, the School of Public Health prepares students for impactful careers that improve the health of communities statewide. That's why today, more than 80 students, alumni, faculty, staff, and public health professionals are here at the legislature to gain firsthand experience in the policymaking process, engage with us, and explore how public health policy shapes lives. These are truly the individuals who are helping to lead this state in the world of public health and to educate the next generation of folks who are going to work in that space, which is exceedingly important. And of course, you all know I would never miss an opportunity to say, go Pack, here on the floor of the Nevada Senate. So if you could all please help me make all of them feel very welcome. Okay. I have one more group I want to introduce. If you are here for the Nevada Women's Lobby Day, for Grassroots Lobby Days, I thought we were going to have some folks. We have a few in this, yes, up there in the gallery. So we do have people here, and I don't think we have anybody on the floor. I think they're all up in the gallery. So today we do have the Nevada Women's Lobby for their day 2 of their Grassroots Lobby Days. Yesterday they had a full day of panels where they learned about the hot topics in the building, key bills this session, and the nuts and bolts of how to lobby. They heard from lobbyists, legislators, and nonprofits working to support key bills this legislative session. As you may know, the Nevada Women's Lobby has been active in Nevada for over 30 years, advocating on behalf of women and families. This means supporting reproductive health care, protection from violence, access to affordable child care, and equity in the workplace. They have been hosting Grassroots Lobby Days since the 1990s and have played a key role in teaching hundreds of women how to lobby at the state legislature. Many of the women in this body first experienced the legislature, in fact, by attending Grassroots Lobby Days hosted by the Nevada Women's Lobby, and I was very honored last night to also join them for a little roundtable discussion just about the legislative process and what it means to advocate in this building. And as I told them last night, we had a lovely time and a lovely conversation, and I want to thank them for being here. But I told them, so much of what we do in this building is really driven by the people who are coming and letting us know, is this bill a good idea? Is this bill not a good idea? What could we be doing better? And so I want to thank them for being the someones in this building who are advocating for good policy. And if we could all please make them feel very welcome, I would appreciate it.
Senator Orenshaw.
Mr. President, actually, I think that was accidental.
Okay.
Thank you.
Well, Senator Buck.
Thank you, Mr. President. I want to introduce you to somebody very, very special, Michelle Jackson. She grew up in Carson City and went to Carson City schools until 3rd grade, then went to Dayton. Then she moved to Reno, went to UNR, and she met her husband there, and then they moved to Southern Nevada. But Michelle is very special because she's been president of Junior Achievement at Southern Nevada since 2014. In her role, she oversees the strategic direction of the organization while ensuring the necessary resources are secured to reach all their goals. Through her leadership, Junior Achievement of Southern Nevada continues to expand its reach into Las Vegas kindergarten through 12th grade classrooms and young adults 18 to 25 years old. She works closely with community leaders to cultivate partnerships that will sustain and generate new avenues for delivering JA's programs. She continually develops the organization's board leadership with individuals that can further diversify the board. Do you realize that 30% of Nevada youth have parents who lack secure employment? 47% of Nevadans have collection debt. In 2019, Nevada ranked number 6 in bankruptcy filings in the U.S., according to American Bankruptcy Institute. She fights against this each and every day for our youth. She, in 2024, her leadership in local philanthropy resulted in the opening of the JA Inspiration Center and it's really cool. She took this old strip mall and made this wonderful place where kids can go on a field trip and experience what it's like to have a job and pay your bills or balance a checkbook. And she's just done phenomenal things in the JA Inspiration Center. I suggest you all go visit it, especially those senators that represent Southern Nevada. And she's looking to expand this program to Northern Nevada also. JA Finance Park and JA BizTown, where students also create a business and learn how to run a business and how to borrow money from the bank and all these things that go into that. The capital project raised over $17 million for this goal. Junior Achievement Southern Nevada to purchase and remodel a 40,000 square foot learning center. And it's really cool. This facility will allow Junior Achievement at Southern Nevada to increase their annual reach to nearly 60,000 students. So I suggest you all give her a round of applause and go visit Junior Achievement in Southern Nevada.
Senator Taylor.
Thank you, Mr. President. Today, I am excited to introduce Dr. Angela Heineman, who is a professor of kinesiology at the University of Nevada School of Public Health, as well as 23 students from the Little Flower School in Reno. So students that are here, please go ahead and stand. All right. Now, 3 of them are here on the floor with us: Sarah Jamie, Andrew Heineman, and Donovan DiLoretto. These students participate in physical activity and health collaborative initiative that Dr. Heineman created to promote physical activity and health for elementary school students in response to the lack of physical activity and health requirements for this age group. So we are pleased to welcome Dr. Heineman and the students from Little Flower who are excited about sharing what they've learned about health, public health, and physical activity through this fantastic partnership. So if you see them in the building, please be sure to say hello. Please help me make them feel welcome. Also, if you'll indulge me, Mr. President, while I have the floor, today is the 82nd birthday of my mother. And no, she isn't here. She's at lunch with her girlfriends. But I would be remiss if I didn't just say happy birthday to my mom. She is my girl. She loves hanging out with me and doing all the political stuff that we do. And so, Mom, at some point, I'll make sure you see this. I love you. Happy 82nd birthday. Thank you, Mr. President.
Senator Donate.
Thank you so much, Mr. President. I have with me a couple guests today, and so if you guys can please rise. Today I have with me my intern, Leticia, and her family. So I'm going to read a little bit about her background. So Leticia is a junior at UNLV, studying healthcare administration and policy with minors in Spanish and Brookings Public Policy. This legislative session, Leticia, of course, is an intern in my office, and back in Las Vegas, Leticia is enthusiastically committed in the UNLV community. She's a research assistant at the Department of Early Childhood, Multilingual, and Special Education, and an overdose response trainer, and a board member of the Office of Student Rights and Responsibilities. Leticia's mother is here today as well. Leticia Almeida is a licensed dental hygienist in Las Vegas who was raised in Chihuahua, Mexico, where she worked as a farmhand for her father. She loves horseback riding and having participated in historical parades across Mexico. And Salvador, who is here, that's Leticia's stepfather. 5 years ago, he started his own contracting business in Las Vegas that keeps him extremely busy. He's from Zacatecas, Mexico, where my family is also from, and this month he'll be visiting home after 20 years in the United States. I always joke that Leticia is the shadow senator of the Senate District 10. She's been helping me with my remarks, so she's been very instrumental. We've been working on a lot of presentations, and I'm just really proud of all the work that she's been doing for our office, and I'm just extremely thankful to have her and to mentor her in this part of our internship program. So please join me in welcoming her family to this.
Senator Cruz Crawford.
Thank you, Mr. President. Today, if you are here from ECAN, please stand. Many of you are probably asking, what's ECAN? Well, the Energy and Convenience Association was founded in 1978, formerly known as the Nevada Petroleum Marketeers and Convenience Store Association. I'm glad you shortened the name a little bit. ECAN's mission is to advance the role of our members as positive contributors of our economic, social, and philanthropic infrastructure in Nevada communities. The fuel distribution, transportation, retailing, and the convenience industry are critical components of Nevada's economy, with stations and stores in every county, Senate, and Assembly district. Nevada has 1,500 convenience stores employing over 18,000 employees in the state of Nevada. Annual gross sales are more than $4.7 billion, with fuel sales accounting to $2.6 billion. Well, I like that being on revenue, so thank you. Our members have traveled more than 46 million miles delivering fuel in Nevada, and we are proud to represent the companies and workers who ensure their fuel at the pumps and leave our convenience stores feeling fueled up and ready to hit the road. Today, we welcome Kyle Call with Maverick. If you'd like to wave when I call your name. Jason Case with ROC 1954, Holly Wilson and Jim McNulty with Hunt and Sons, Mackenzie Campbell with Mansfield Oil, Mark Denmark with Jackson's Energy, Brett Bottomberg with UES, Shauna Glenn with Haskell Thompson, Chad Hayes with Flyers, Paul Anderson and David Campbell with Pilot Thomas Logistics, and James Juke with Philip Morris International. And that's not all, folks. The Energy and Convenience Store Association invites us all to a reception at the Piazza tonight from 5 to 7 p.m. Thank you so much, Mr. President.
Senator Cannizzaro.
All right, Mr. President, lots of things happening in the building this week. As you know, Friday is a deadline day for our first committee passage. So to allow committees additional time to be able to do their business, I would move that the Senate stand in adjournment until the hour of 11 a.m. on Thursday, April 10th, 2025.
Thank you. You've heard the motion. All those in favor signify by saying aye. Opposed, nay. Motion carries. We are adjourned.